guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. If you are new, if you are not, welcome back. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And today we are going to be talking about Dobby. This is Dobby. He is my emotional support animal. He is 11 years old. He honestly has the personality of a very grumpy old man. Majority of the time. He's pretty chill though, and we love him. He's great. He wants to go lay on the couch. So I get a lot of questions on Dobby. How he became an emotional support animal, what he does for me, how I went about going to get him certified as an emotional support animal, and so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the four main questions that I get about Dobby, or about emotional support animals. The first one that I get is, what is an emotional support animal? So according to the Saskatchewan Human Rights Commission, which if you don't know, I live in Saskatchewan, which is in Canada, so these are the rules and regulations that specifically apply to me and apply to Dobby. So an emotional support animal is an animal that provides comfort and security to their handler or their partner. So I don't really see myself as like a dog handler. I feel like handlers are more people that have service animals, and we'll get into that later. Dobby is just, he's my bud. He's my best friend. I'm his person. We give each other support, and that's the way that I view our relationship. I love him to death. Like, he is absolutely amazing. Sorry, I'm looking at him because he's just so dang cute. So they provide comfort and security, and emotional support animals have been proven to be effective at alleviating symptoms of certain mental disorders. So if you don't know, if you've never seen a video of mine, I have generalized anxiety disorder, which is mainly what Dobby treats, I guess you could say. I also have multiple other chronic illnesses. I'm type 1 diabetic. I have fibromyalgia, functional neurological disorder, inappropriate sinus tachycardia. So emotional support animals are prescribed by a professional, so a medical professional, whether it be a doctor, a therapist, a psychiatrist. Personally, my psychiatrist prescribed Dobby to me. So emotional support animals typically start out as a pet, but as a result of the person's improved disability, they are identified by a professional as necessary. So they're typically used for at-home support. Dobby really only is here. He'll come in the car places, but he doesn't go in to like the grocery store, or when things reopen, the movie theater, or a store. Like, he doesn't come into places with me. He is just here. So the second question that I get is, what is the difference between a service dog and an emotional support animal? So the main difference between the two is that service animals are typically task trained. So I've seen other people on Instagram and YouTube that have service animals that, can alert to seizures, they can alert to low and high blood sugar, they can help with daily tasks like, oh, I can't physically get up, can you go get me this medication? Or can you bring me the remote? So, or things like guide dogs that help the blind. Those are service animals. Dobby is not task trained. The only tasks he can do are like sit, stay, stand for a treat, that kind of thing. Like typical pet tricks. He doesn't perform any sort of tasks. He is specifically here for comfort and support. So the next question that I get is, how did you get Dobby as an emotional support animal? So about this time last year, at the beginning of quarantine, I was really, really struggling with my anxiety and my health. And my parents said, you know what, why don't we bring Dobby there? He'll stay for a few days and you'll feel better, because Dobby he helps me feel better. He makes me happy. He gives me something to do. I can snuggle with him, talk to him, all of that stuff. So he came and he stayed for a few days, and my anxiety lessened like a crazy amount. And then he left and I got worse. So it was kind of determined that he really does help my mental health. He really does, like, he helps an enormous amount. So I talked to my psychiatrist about it, and she said, no, like, I think I'll write a letter to your condo authority saying, no, like, he needs to be there for your mental health. Like, he helps you. So that is how I got him as an emotional support animal. My psychiatrist basically wrote a prescription and said, yeah, Emily needs Dobby. And yeah. In Saskatchewan, that's all you need to have is a letter from a medical professional stating that your animal does indeed help your mental health, physical health, disability, whatever. So yeah, that is how I got Dobby as an emotional support animal. So the last question that I get is, how do I inform where I'm living that I have an emotional support animal? So if you live, like, if you're renting, if you live in like a townhouse or a condo housing like I do, lots of places don't allow pets. So because he is technically like a medication, those rules don't apply. So according to the Sask Human Rights Commission, if a person establishes a requirement for an emotional support animal, a no pets policy in a rental or condominium housing does not apply. So they have a little bit more of like rights than a pet does, but lesser than a service animal. So they're kind of like in between. So basically what I did when I got the letter from my psychiatrist saying that I needed Dobby to be here for my mental health, all I did was I went to the office, where I don't really know what her title is, but she's like the manager of the condo housing that I live in, and I said, I have this letter from my psychiatrist, just so that you're aware. My dog Dobby is going to be coming to live with me full time. He is classified as an emotional support animal. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I'm assuming that they've had this happen in the past, because she was totally understanding and good about it. I haven't had any issues with, other tenants or renters or anything. Everybody is pretty good about him. I also do get questions on if Dobby wears a service animal vest. So it's not required for emotional support animals to have a vest, but I got him one just so people, like, when he first came to live with Brayden and I, that people would know, like, he's not just a pet, like, he is working, like, he has a job, like, he's, like, don't complain about him, basically. So I got this off of Amazon. I did not mean to order pink. I actually meant to order red. But they sent a pink one, and Dobby is secure in his masculinity, so he doesn't really care. But this is the vest that he wears. It just says emotional support. It has a handle. It has this thing for, like, his leash. It's padded. It's really easy to get on and off. Has like a little buckle, and I just like slip it on, and I don't know. When I first got it for him and I put it on him, he was like all proud and excited. So I don't think he necessarily knows what it means, but he associates this with getting to like go outside, so, or like on a walk. So no emotional support animals are not required to wear a vest, but I did get this for him just so people around the condo know that, you know, I'm not breaking the rules about no pets. He is an emotional support animal. So yeah, that is kind of a little bit about Dobby and what he does for me and how I got him as an emotional support animal. So until the next video, I hope you guys are well. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.